morning, YouTube, and welcome back to Everything RV with Dave. Today I want to talk about internet and how it would relate to your RV and even possibly your home. About 3 years ago, I cut the cord with Comcast on their cable TV. They continued to raise the rates to the point where it was well over $200 a month, and I thought that was ridiculous. So I went ahead and canceled the cable, but I did keep the internet because they gave me a special price. The internet worked just fine for the last 3 years, but they have raised it, and here recently they've raised it to well over $100, and I said that's enough. So I cut the cord completely. Comcast, I have no desire to be back with Comcast. So what am I going to do? What I was looking for, like a lot of people that have RVs, is something that I could use not only in the RV, but also in my house. I went the route with AT&T a couple years ago with the fact that I had a hotspot on my cell phone, which worked just fine in the RV, but there was a limited amount of usage. I think we had 15 gigabytes per phone, so that gave us 30 gigabytes, for the month. And if we went out for 2 or 3 weeks, we could well use that 30 gigabytes. So that really was not a great option. And the AT&T phones were costing us $150 a month. So what I've done is this. First thing is I canceled the Comcast. I went ahead and changed my phone service to T-Mobile. When I went to change my phones, T-Mobile said, well, we have an internet service that if you get the phones with us, you can get it for $30 a month instead of the $50. Now, I happen to be in an area where the T-Mobile is not the greatest. They are still updating the towers, but I figured, what the heck, I'm going to give them a try. There's a 15-day free trial, and there's no contracts. The modem, hotspot, router, it's all in one, and you do not rent it. They just give it to you, and you use it, and it is theirs. And you have to return it when you cancel the service. And you can return it to the T-Mobile store. So I figure, okay, let's give it a try. So I did get the T-Mobile, and I was surprisingly happy with the T-Mobile. As far as speeds go, I'm not a type of a guy that, I'm worried too much whether I get 150 megabytes per second, 75 megabytes per second, 300 megabytes per second. That's not me. But I need to be able to upload to YouTube, obviously, and I also need to have internet service where if I want to watch a movie or watch a show, it's not interrupted, and so far in the last week, this T-Mobile has accomplished that. Now, I've ran speed tests, and to be honest with you, I never ran speed tests with Comcast, so I have no idea what Comcast was giving me. But I do recognize that with T-Mobile, I'm not getting as many slowdowns as I was with Comcast. So that's a plus for T-Mobile. The kicker in all this is the price and the fact that T-Mobile, you can put it in your RV, plug it in as long as you have shore power, and that shore power can be a generator running in your RV. As long as you have 120, volts, it will not work off of the 12-volt system. You can plug it in, and if you've got a signal, you have internet. Now, if I'm in an area where there's actually a better towers, I could get tremendous speeds. But so far, I've been very, very happy with what I've got with T-Mobile. So if you take a look at the numbers, I was paying about $350 for my whole setup before I made this change. with T-Mobile, $90 for the two phones, $30 for the internet. That's 120 bucks. 120 to 350. That's a heck of a savings. And my phones are also hotspotted for 40 gigabytes per phone, not 15. And by the way, I went to AT&T and tried to get more capacity on my phone. It just wasn't there. Get a hotspot with 50 gigabytes, but they wanted to charge me $110. Well, that's ridiculous. So, right now, I'm very happy with T-Mobile. Let's see if this continues. And I want to see how it works when I go in the RV. When I go to other places, if I've got a signal, how good is it? So I will be doing some updates on this video to let you know. Because, guys, we all just want to get a nice internet signal at a very inexpensive price if we could, and something that actually works. Well, thank you for watching the video. Give me a like and a subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.